Hi, I'm Santi, and in this session, I'll be looking into something called responsive frameworks that are available in the market and used by most of the designers and developers in 2020. So, if you at all you are aware of this, so these frameworks are completely responsive frameworks. So, if at all you might have heard in the market, such as a Bootstrap or Foundation or Tailwind, etc. So these are the list prepared by the top developers and designers in the market who regularly keep on using these frameworks. So as per the market research, first is your Tailwind. So this is a framework. If at all you can see it, it is a highly customizable. So it doesn't have any themes or a predefined what you call it as basic themes compared to as Bootstrap, where you have a default layout where you can start with. And this is the reason why it is in the first place is it has been used by most of the people. And why it is been used by the most of the people is if at all you are having a 2G network, this Tailwind gets loaded in 25 milliseconds. And if at all you are looking it in a 3G network, it will get loaded in 15 milliseconds. So which is you can say that remarkable time for loading or faster loading your website. So that's the reason it has been on the top. Okay, and it has been used in more than 11,000 websites, though it has been started on 2007, that is it was launched on November 2nd 2017. So next is your Bootstrap, and this is your familiar famous framework available in the market, and it has been used by most of the websites, and most of the people also prefer this. And when you come to this, it takes 480 milliseconds. Like if you take Tailwind, again it has, like you can say it like it is 1/10 of this speed. So if at all you are taking 2G speed, 2G networks, Bootstrap gets loaded in 480 milliseconds, and in 3G network it takes 288 milliseconds to load. And it was released on August 2011, and it is being used in more than 2 lakh websites for now. So next comes Materialize. Materialize CSS is a responsive front-end framework based on the material design with collection of UI components. Okay, based on are vastly used over the world because of its responsiveness. Okay, and its documentation is simple, and the reason why it is not used by most of the people is it takes 1.4 seconds. So in 2G networks and 0.8 seconds in 3G networks. So I guess you are aware that what's it making to be stand on the third place. So it has been used by more than 1 lakh member, or you can find it in more than 1 lakh websites, or 1 lakh designers has been using it. It was released on September 2011. Next is Material Design Lite. Again, same Material Design Lite is a UI component library created with CSS, HTML and JavaScript. So all other frameworks are only CSS, excluding Bootstrap, the framework still now what we have seen. So Bootstrap is also same. It also built on CSS and JavaScript, not on most of it is not on HTML, though. Again here it this has been created by Google, and it takes 376 milliseconds in 2G network and 226 milliseconds in 3G networks. So I guess you know why it has been on the 4th place, and you can see that it's been used by 70,000 plus users. Next is your Bulma. So this is an open source CSS frameworks based on Flexbox, and it also uses Sass. So if you are familiar with Sass, then it won't take much time to understand this. Again, same, it takes 0.9 seconds in 2G network and 0.5 seconds in 3G network, and it has been used or preferred by less number of people. So that's the reason it's in the 4th place. So how many people are using it? It's 30,000 plus users. Next comes the foundation. So foundation has two offerings. One is for web designers and another is for email marketing. Again, it is also built on HTML, CSS, SAS and JavaScript. This was released on November 2014 and it takes 1.1 seconds in 2G network and 0.7 seconds in 3G networks. It's been used by 4 lakh members, though it has been used by many users, but since it is taking more load time, it is been on the 6th place. Next is Skeleton CSS. Skeleton CSS is a small CSS which has less number of CSS classes for you to use it, where you can create your plain boilerplate or responsive boilerplate. What is called a boilerplate? So you can create a normal wireframe, a basic wireframe using this. So instead of having a multiple options like accordions and everything, you can use this to create a simple basic boilerplate so that you can showcase it to your clients, saying okay, this would be the basic layout, or you can use it for any lightweight services, to showcase lightweight services. And one more thing is it uses vanilla CSS, and it takes 5 milliseconds in 2G network and 3 milliseconds in 3G network, though it gives a tough competition to Tailwind.css, that is Tailwind CSS. Since less number of people are using this, it is been on the 7th place. And how many people are using it? It's in less than 10,000. So most of them are not using it in their client websites. They are using it for their personal websites or a personal CV, you can call it, or a portfolio. Next is Semantic UI. Semantic UI is Semantic UI. Same, if at all you are focusing on more UI that is opened in mobile, then you can use this framework. It has a separate CSS classes that you can use, and it has been released on September 2013. It takes 2.4 seconds in 2G network and 1.4 seconds in 3G networks. It is also being used by more than 1 lakh users around the world. Next is your Pew.css. Again, similar to Skeleton, Pew.css is also a small module of CSS classes, where you can use it for creating a normal basic wireframes. So it was released on May 2013, and it has 120 milliseconds for 2G and 72 milliseconds for 3G networks. Last but not the least is the UI kit. UI kit is something completely focused on UI part. If at all you are designing for your mobile versions or your mobile apps, you can use this, where you have a predefined UI layout for your mobile versions, as it has as I said, components like accordions or alert boxes or drop downs or animations, etc. It is a lightweight. Though it is a lightweight, it takes 1.4 seconds in 2G networks and 0.8 seconds in 3G network. It was released on 2013. So again, depending on your requirement, you can select your own frameworks and you can work around it. So if at all you are using less less CSS and have more customization, you can go with your Pew.css or Skeleton.css. Or if at all you are looking for email designs, you can go with Foundation, or you can even familiar with SAS, you can go with Bulma. Then same Materialize, Bootstrap and Tailwind, depend on your requirements. So if you want to start from scratch, you can go for Tailwind. If you want to start from some basic default templates, you can choose Bootstrap. So since it is used by most of the users, maximum of the amount is been used for Bootstrap. So in the next session, I'll be covering new frameworks and new languages. Until then, have a nice day. Bye.